We begin on Tuesday night with a different approach to serving and protecting in the capital city. It would allow police to tap into cutting-edge technology to avoid the traditional police chase and still track down the bad guys. Our Joey Matei was at tonight's city council meeting where those proposals were made public. What can you tell us about what they said?
Yeah, Brian, this is all about keeping the people who are not involved in those chases safe. Now, the call comes after a deadly crash that happened last month involving the Columbia Police Department. At tonight's meeting, City Councilman Tyler Bailey proposing alternatives that could potentially save lives.
We don't have to do smoking and the bandit type of pursuits anymore.
John Krangle, an attorney and longtime government watchdog, making his case about police pursuits to Columbia City Council Tuesday night.
We don't have to use wild pursuits which cause injury and death. We can use technology, and that's what I'm urging. And I talked to Councilman Tyler Bailey, and he is a new member of the council, open-minded, eager to do something constructive, and he grabbed a hold of it right away.
Promoting safety, 21st century policing, looking at ways how we can be more efficient, how we can be safer, and police officers can still do their jobs.
Bailey presented two different alternatives to the traditional chase. The first one involves a net that would lock up the rear wheels of a car. The other is a GPS device an officer would launch onto a vehicle once a chase begins.
The GPS tracker tracks them, goes right to our real crime center, and eventually we're going to know where the vehicle stops. So if you have technology like that, that prevents the officer from having to jump in the vehicle, make split-second decisions. They can hurt themselves, they can hurt the suspect, can get hurt, and also the general public, their property, or unfortunately, their life. The
call comes after a chase for an accused killer who had just gunned down a man last month led to a crash that killed a pregnant woman and her unborn child, and landed a Columbia police officer in the hospital with serious injuries. While Bailey isn't assigning blame in that crash, he thinks it's worth testing new technology to hopefully avoid incidents like that in the future.
It's a lot easier to train somebody to launch a GPS tracker on a vehicle than it is to drive at 100 miles per hour through neighborhoods while kids could be playing outside to stop a suspect.
Now, the council voted yes for this proposal tonight, but it's not clear when these new technologies will be implemented. We will continue to follow this story to see if it happens. I'm Joey Matei. Watch Fox News, Local First.